Morning, YouTube. Hopefully you can see this. One thing that using plywood I don't like is these edges. So what I'm going to do today is I want to make some molding to cover up this edge. So basically a C shape go on there, and I'm going to make an L shape to go up here, and we'll get all of that. And whether I get it installed or not, I just got to get it cut because the table saw is going away. So let me get outside and we'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so a lot of skull sweat goes into this. I want to make the edges the same thickness as the strips on the ceiling, which is 3/16. And the first one I'm doing is to go over 1/2 inch plywood. So 1/2 inch, 3/16 on either side. I want to make it a 1/2 inch deep, so 3/16 on the top. And I came up with a piece that's going to be 14/16 wide, 11/16 tall, and then I'm going to route out or use the dado blade to cut a 1/2 inch groove down through. Okay. What I end up with is a piece like this that will go right over the edge of the 1/2 inch plywood, look nice, give you a nice edge. So let me we'll cut one. I'll cut the next one here. Like I said, it takes a while. I got to think it all through. Okay, now those are the 1/2 inch C's. I only needed 4 of them. The corner pieces for the 3/4 inch, I'm doing a little bit different. Is that I'm going to take the full big board and cut a dado out of each side, and then rip it down to size. So those are going to be 6 feet long, and I don't have any of these that are 6 feet, I don't think. Yeah, it's 5.5 feet. So no problem, I'll make extra, and what I'll do is put the bigger pieces at the top and the smaller pieces at the bottom where they aren't going to be as noticeable. So I've set this up with a sacrificial fence, which means this dado blade cuts into this fence a little bit and comes out 3/4 inch. So as I rip this, it's going to rip it right to the edge. And let's do a piece of this. Okay, so now I got these dados cut. I need to cut these off to form the angle. So let me do one of those. It's starting to sprinkle, and I want to get this thing covered up before and get all this stuff done so I can get inside and work. So let me show you how this goes, and then I'm going to see how fast I can get this done. go. Angle piece. A little clean it up here. And I mean, it's not like a store-bought, but it's going to be beautiful. So I'm going to get going on this. Oh, we want to put these in. I mean, they're going to go right over this. I think that's going to look a lot nicer than just a bare edge. I'm just going to run a little bit of glue down there and tap it in with a rubber mallet. If you ever you go buy a rubber mallet, buy the white ones. A black one, you do that, it's going to leave a little black mark. The white ones don't. Same price, pretty much. So the only thing that's going to hold this in place, basically a little bit of glue. I don't even have to nail this, at least these corner ones. All right, I do the other one. Now, this angle piece that's going to go up in here, to my mind, this looks a little funky. So what I'm going to do is cut this long enough. I got pieces long enough so I can cut it this length, and I'm going to take the edge off so that when this slides in here, I'll take this piece off here. When this slides on, it'll go over the top. We'll get this thing right to angled on this, and all this will help hold everything in place. So let me get the other piece on. I'll get this measured, and I'll show you how I'm doing this. We'll do the same thing on the bottom. It's easier to show you up here. Be right back. For doing the trim work, I like a Japanese saw. That's what they call them. Mainly they came from Japan. This happens to be a sort of Americanized version. What I like about them is they cut on the push stroke. They're very, very sharp. I've got a few scars on my fingers when I first got one. But you can do really nice clean cuts really quick. And really, because it's so thin, you're right on the line. So, and you can take and shave it down just a little bit. So just my recommendation, some sort of Japanese saw. Okay. Okay, so I've notched this off on here and took a little bit off of this edge, so this will slide over that. And on this end, and I'll get the brad nailer, and I'm going to nail it up here so nothing shows on this side. So I think that'll do the same on the bottom. I think that frames in the bed nice. I'm going to use the same kind of on the corners, like here. So it'll hide this rough edge. And as I said, I don't have pieces quite long enough, but I can put little pieces down towards the floor. So I do that on either end. This across here. Whoops. And it's a nice finishing touch. So let's see. I do have a piece. So I put that like that. And I think that gives it a nice finishing touch, frames it in nice. And so there we go. I'm going to do all that. No need for you guys to watch me. Like I said, I'm just going to get some brad. I'm going to glue it. A couple of brads up in here just to hold it in place. And go from there. All right. Just a short video today. And I got lots of things I got to get done because I got to get out of this the house. So, see you next time, YouTube.